is merge sort.
Merge sort. Division. Dividing, ma'am.
Uh,
Combining, the combining two arrays and
okay.
dividing to having arrays, ma'am.
Okay.
And enquiries, ma'am. Sort and each half, ma'am.
Can you repeat it again? What is first of all sorting? Sorting means what?
Sorting means so
I told you searching and sorting, right? So what do you mean by sorting? Sorting, simple question. What do you mean by sorting?
sorting is such అంటే మ్యామ్ ఫస్ట్ షార్ట్ బిగ్గెస్ట్ మెంబర్ అది మనం చూసుకొని ఒక నెంబర్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకొని
Okay,
దాన్ని మనకు కావాల్సిన అంటే విధంగా ఎక్కడుందని షార్ట్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తాం మ్యామ్. ఇంక్రీజింగ్ ఆర్డర్ లో తీసుకెళ్తాం మ్యామ్.
fine. Now what is the time complexity of merge sort?
Time complexity of merge sort, lowest case best case, ma'am.
Yeah, what is best case time complexity?
Best case means it's take less time to run the code, ma'am.
Okay,
And average is take average time to run the code, ma'am.
okay,
And the worst case means to take more time to run the algorithm, ma'am.
okay, fine. Okay, Deepa, you can mute.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Tejaswini. Tejaswini?
Ma'am.
Yeah, kindly unmute and on your camera. Yeah, you are comfortable in which unit, Amma? Only Tejaswini, Amma. Tejaswini, that is roll number 45B4. Next, you will come. You will come. I'll call you again. Okay? Yeah, 45B4. You tell me you're comfortable in which unit, Amma? I can't hear you. Unmute. Unmute, say.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you tell me which unit you're comfortable?
5th unit, ma'am.
5th unit. Okay. In that 5th unit, can you tell me the difference between P and NP hard problems?
P means, ma'am, problem solving algorithm that the problem can be solved in a polynomial time, ma'am. And P means that there is no unknown, not, ma'am. It means the algorithm, the problems that should be doesn't have a polynomial time, ma'am.
Simple. In simple terms, can you tell?
In simple terms,
Mm.
for P, there is a polynomial time. For NP, there is no polynomial time. It means we can't able to say.
We cannot analyze the answer in NP, whereas in P,
Yes.
we can analyze the answer, right? Now, which one
Yes, ma'am.
becomes a non-deterministic and which one becomes a deterministic problem?
P is deterministic, madam, and NP is non-deterministic.
Okay, what do you mean by the deterministic and non-deterministic?
Deterministic and non-deterministic.
Simple, Amma. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పిన దానికే you can make it even more simple and tell the answer. Deterministic is nothing but it takes polynomial time. It has
Non-deterministic.
Yeah, it does not repeat the output. Ante 0, 0 అని మనం ఒక diagram తీసుకున్నాం, right? So for every state, there is only a single transition. Whereas in non-deterministic, you can have multiple
There
answers.
is no polynomial.
Yeah,
Multiple
it
answers.
takes exponential time. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, can you tell me what you mean by job scheduling problem? Job shop scheduling problem.
Job scheduling problem. It is an NP hard problem, ma'am.
What does it do?
It has a many practical applications, ma'am.
And
And it is a production planning and practical applications that I have know
Now, how
about
do you
job.
solve, simple terms, you tell me, how do you solve the problem? For example, you have 4 people, and I told
Yes.
you they take A takes some days, B takes some days, and C takes some days, and D takes some days. How should you find the shortest possibility? You get exactly one answer. So what is the shortest possibility that you get? How do you solve it? Do you find delays in
But
that? Hmm.
the production planning we can find a shortest path.
With production planning, you can find the shortest path. Okay,
Yes.
fine. Done. Okay. What do you mean by Cook's theorem?
Madam?
Cook's theorem.
Theorem.
Yeah.
Cook's theorem means the problem solved in SAT. It means Boolean
Boolean.
Boolean satisfiability problem.
Hmm.
Then problems that should solved in NP hard stop.
If P equal to NP, then it's called as Cook's theorem.
P is equal to NI.
NP, yeah. And one more question, simple question I'll ask you. What do you mean by chromatic number?
Madam?
Chromatic
Chromatic
number.
number.
Chromatic number ante, I told you, do you know what is graph coloring?
Madam?
Graph coloring. Graph coloring problem you have done. Graph.
No, madam.
No? Okay, fine. You can mute. You can mute, ma.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Asha. Asha.
Yeah, sir.
45C5.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Fourth unit.
Okay, you are 45C3. Yeah. What's your name?
Fourth.
What's your name, ma?
Ma'am. Asha Vanilla ma'am.
Okay, fine. Fine. 4th unit you are telling, right? Can you tell me the difference between backtracking and branch and bound, ma?
Yes, ma'am. Backtracking is the systematic method and systematic method.
Fine.
Systematic method searching solutions is a combination problems, ma'am. It exponentially use the time complexity for using backtracking, ma'am.
Okay. What about branch and bound?
Branch and bound, ma'am.
Branch and bound. Least cost branch and bound.
Ma'am, branch and bound is a optimization problem, ma'am.
Hmm. And just tell the differences between
Ma'am, it
backtracking
is
and branch.
usually order of n 2 to the power of n, ma'am.
Okay. Hmm. What about backtracking?
Backtracking is a time complexity, ma'am.
What is the time complexity of backtracking?
Time complexity back order of n, ma'am.
See, backtracking is nothing but it follows depth first search, first point, right? Whereas least cost branch and bound follows breadth first search, right? So depth first search means you're going till the leaf and searching the vertices. Whereas branch and bound, you go level by level. That is, you complete the first level, then you go to the child, right? And backtracking uses maximization problems. And you can get multiple outputs. Whereas in least cost branch and bound, you get optimization answer and a single answer. Okay, single answer you get. So the applications you can tell backtracking is nothing but you go back once the solution is not found. Whereas in branch and bound, you're not going back. Okay. Right? Clear? Yeah, you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
mute. Yeah, you can mute, ma. Mute Shiva. Next, 4563. 4563. Just now one girl has unmuted. Sorry for the disturbance, Amma. There was power cut. Fine. Okay. Yes, ma'am. There is some disturbance at my place. There was power cut. Okay, fine. Next, I told 563. Sorry, 463. 63. 63.
Ma'am.
Okay. Please unmute. Fine. You're comfortable in which unit, Amma?
Unit, ma'am.
First unit only. Okay. Can you tell me what are the different asymptotic notations? Asymptotic notations. Just now your friend told the answer about asymptotic notations.
There are three types, ma'am, in asymptotic notation: big O notation, and big O notation, big omega, and theta, ma'am.
Okay. Can you tell me the difference? How do you calculate them? How do we calculate them? How do you calculate? Yeah. Big O means what? Worst case or best case?
Best case, ma'am. Big O,
Again, I'm asking. Big O
big O
means
represents big O represents the
Ah.
upper bond. Big omega is the lowest bond, and the big theta denotes an extract bond, ma'am.
Okay. How do we calculate big O notation? How do we calculate big O notation? Big O notation. I've told you in the class F1 is equal to some
In
formula
worst
I gave
case,
you.
ma'am.
You have to calculate.
Worst case, ma'am.
Yeah, in worst case scenario. Yeah, tell me the formula.
Notation. 0 for big O for worst case analysis, ma'am. Big omega for best case analysis. Big theta for average case analysis, ma'am.
Okay. Now you just tell me what do you mean by AVL trees? AVL trees.
AVL trees means
AVL full form.
Adelson, Welsky, Lindas, ma'am. AVL tree is a self-balancing binary search tree. It ensures that tree remains approximately balanced during insertions and deletions, maintaining efficient search. It has properties like binary search tree, self-balancing tree, and a balancing factor.
Okay.
We can calculate the balance factor by height of the left shift minus height of the right subtree.
Right. Okay. If it is an unbalanced tree, what do you do?
It's unbalanced tree, we put the rotations and do. We apply the LL rotation and RR rotation, and we do.
What are the steps in LR rotation? LR rotation. If the tree is in the form of LR,
LR
if the
means
tree left, right, yeah, left, right.
left then right, ma'am. First we apply the RR rotation, then RR
Okay.
means RR
Hmm.
means anti-clockwise, ma'am. Anti-clockwise on sub-tree.
Okay.
Then we get a LL rotation, ma'am.
Okay.
So LL rotation on full tree, we should apply on full tree, ma'am. So
Okay.
then we calculate the balance factors. If it is balanced, then the tree is completed.
Complete. Right. What is the worst case time complexity of AVL tree? Worst case time complexity of AVL tree.
Worst case. We go of login
Is it login or n login?
and
Yeah.
go of login.
Okay. Fine. You can unmute. You can mute, ma. You can mute.
Thank you.
Next. Yeah. I have done with Asha. 45C3. Asha 45C3 is done. 45C5. Asha 45C5. Four five C5. Please unmute if you are there. Else Sanjana. Sanjana. Sanjana 45D5.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you are there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you tell me what you mean by heap sort? Please switch on your camera, ma.
Hello, ma'am.
Camera on shell, ma. Deepa.
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute, ma'am. Camera access. Access.
Yeah. Till then. D5, you have to unmute 5 minutes. Okay. Check for your camera. Next, 4245. Joshna. 4234, you can mute, ma. I'll call you. 4245. 4245. Joshna. Joshna, you're not there? Vanaja, 4255. 4255, Vanaja.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
are-
I was there.
Okay, Vanaja, please. Yeah, done. Okay, can you tell me what you mean by heap? You have to switch on your camera, Vanaja.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. What do you mean by heap? Heap అంటే ఏంటి?
What, ma'am?
Heap. Heap priority queues ఉంటాయి కదా. Heap, min heap, max heap అని. What do you mean by heap?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question, ma'am?
What do you mean by heap?
A complete binary tree where each node follows a specific or property.
Okay, difference between min heap and max heap.
Ma'am,
Min heap and max heap.
madam,
Min heap and max heap.
min heap root is the minimum element, max heap is the maximum element.
Tell me the differences between min heap and max heap.
Madam,
Differences between min heap and max heap.
Difference between
min heap and max heap.
min-heap is a type of binary tree structure that
Ah,
maintains a specific ordering.
okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Mm.
A max heap is a binary tree data structure similar to a min-heap, but with a different
So what
ordering
is the difference?
property.
Okay. What is the different ordering property?
Yeah.
What is the difference or different ordering property? Ordering property different అంటున్నావు కదా? Difference ఏంటి?
Ma'am,
You're telling ordering property is different, right? What is the difference of ordering property?
ma'am, I didn't understand.
Okay, tell me what do you mean by, okay, what do you mean by a graph?
What is meant by an
Graph. గ్రాఫ్ నీకు వినిపిస్తుందో నాకు అర్థమైంది.
it is collection of edges. Ma'am,
Yeah, please tell me what is the answer. I know that you can hear me. Okay.
yeah, ma'am, graph is a data structure used to represent set of objects.
Okay. And
It has vertices and edges.
okay.
Direct
What do you mean
there
by
are
closed graph?
directed graph, undirected graph, weighted graph.
Okay. And difference between weighted graph and unweighted graph.
Madam,
Difference between weighted graph and unweighted graph.
weighted graph edges have weights or costs associated with them,
Yeah.
representing the strength or cost of the connection.
Okay.
Undirected graph edges have no direction, ma'am, indirecting a two-way relationship.
Okay, fine. You can mute. You can mute.
Thank you.
Ma'am. Yeah. Mute, ma. Yeah. Brahmani. 4348. Brahmani. Brahmani.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, Amma. Can you tell me what do you mean by greedy method?
Ma'am, the greedy method is an approach.
First, you unmute చేయమా అది కెమెరా ఆన్ చేసేసి ప్లీజ్ స్విచ్ ఆన్ ద కెమెరా తొందరగా ప్లీజ్ అన్మ్యూట్ సారీ స్విచ్ ఆన్ యువర్ కెమెరా
Yes, ma'am.
ఫాస్ట్గా అన్మ్యూట్ చేయాలి
The greedy method is an approach for solving optimization problems, ma'am.
ఓకే అండ్ అప్లికేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ గ్రీడీ మెథడ్
Application. Graph algorithm minimum spanning.
ఐఎమ్ ఆస్కింగ్ యూ అప్లికేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ గ్రీడీ మెథడ్
Ma'am, I can't.
వాట్ యు మీన్ బై డివైడ్ అండ్ కాంకర్
Ma'am, 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 madam,
Looks like madam got disconnected. Please wait for a while.
okay, sir.
ఫస్ట్ నువ్వు అన్మ్యూట్ చేయమ్మా, అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి ఆన్సర్ చేయి.
Madam, please once again repeat the question, ma'am.
Give the difference between greedy method and divide and conquer method. మెల్లగా, టెన్షన్ ఏం లేదు, మెల్లగా చెప్పు.
Okay, ma'am. Greedy method, its approach is the optimizer problems, ma'am. Concrete method,
Okay.
concrete method, this method splits
Next,
the
4, 3.
smaller sub problems, ma'am.
Yeah. నెక్స్ట్ క్వశ్చన్ చెప్పమ్మా. ఇది డిస్ట్రాస్ అల్గోరిథం అంటే ఏంటి? డిస్ట్రాస్ అల్గోరిథం.
Dispatch algorithm, how to operations performs on the data, ma'am.
మళ్ళీ ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి? క్రిస్కాల్స్ అల్గోరిథం ఉంటుంది, ప్రిమ్స్ అల్గోరిథం ఉంటుంది, రైట్?
Yes, ma'am.
క్రిస్కాల్స్ అండ్ ప్రిమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఆ రెండింటి డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటి?
రెండిటికి డిఫరెంట్. ఎడ్జెస్
నెక్స్ట్
ఒక
4 to 5, 5. అమ్మా చెప్పమా.
ఒక దానికి ఎడ్జెస్ తీసుకుని సార్ట్ అవుట్ చేస్తున్నాను.
సరే, 4 to 5, 5. 4 to 5, 5. Vanaja, you are not responding. Brahmani, 4348. 4348.
Ma'am, already completed, ma'am. Just now.
Completed. Fine. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. 4538. Vimala Sri.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please unmute, Amma. Yeah, tell me which unit you are comfortable.
Yes, ma'am.
ఏ యూనిట్ లో కంఫర్టబుల్ అమ్మా?
Second
క్వశ్చన్ ఏది
unit.
అడగాలి? ఏ యూనిట్? సెకండ్ యూనిట్. ఫైన్. ఓకే. Coming to second unit, you have different, what do you mean? Adjacency list and adjacency matrix representations. దాని రెండింటికి డిఫరెన్స్ చెప్పు. లిస్ట్ అంటే ఏంటి? మ్యాట్రిక్స్ రిప్రజెంటేషన్ అంటే ఏంటి?
Adjacency list.
ఏమైందమ్మా?
Adjacency list, ma'am. Adjacency list uses store
And
neighbors.
adjacency matrix. Okay.
Matrix use 2D array where non-zero values indices edges indicate edges.
Tell me the answer. 4538.
Adjacency list uses
Yeah.
store neighbors. Adjacency matrix uses a 2D array where non-zero values
Okay.
indicate edges.
Fine. Now define the term vertex.
Vertex means node, ma'am.
Okay. What do you mean by edge?
Edge means connecting between two nodes.
Okay, fine. What do you mean by degree of a graph?
In
How do you find the degree of the graph? Degree.
degree.
డిగ్రీ అంటే ఏంటి? ఎలా ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తాము?
Like degree means number of edges incident on it.
No. Wrong answer.
Yeah.
Ramya, 4562. 4562. Where is 4562? Unmute Amma, 4562. Four, 5, 6, 2. Ramya. Okay, 4563. Tejaswini. Harshita. 4551. 4551. Harshita. Four. Sahiti. See, these all people are not responding. I'm sharing. Yeah. Only 4553 has responded. ఇంతకుముందు 4538 కదా. 4 and 4551. Next. నీ పేరేంటమ్మా? 4553 కదా.
4553, ma'am.
Yeah, 4564 is not there. Okay, fine. Navya Sahiti.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me what do you mean by degree of a graph?
Number of edges in a graph.
Number of edges.
In a graph. Maximum degrees of all vertices.
Okay, tell me the difference between in degree and out degree.
In degree and out.
Yeah. తొందరగా.
In degree is a directed graph edges entering to a vertex. Out degree is a directed graph edges leaving a vertex.
Yeah, tell me now the difference between directed graph and undirected graph. Directed ki undirected ki difference చెప్పు.
Directed graph is
Directed అంటున్నాను. Directed.
directed graph edges have directions represent on-way relationship. Undirected graph edges does not have any direction represented two-way.
Okay, tell me the difference between ABL tree and B tree.
B tree is a binary search tree.
Hmm. సరే, what are the conditions of binary search tree? అది బైనరీ సెర్చ్ ట్రీ అవ్వాలి అంటే కండిషన్స్ ఏం సాటిస్ఫై చేయాలి?
AVL tree is a self-balancing tree, and the height of balance factor is -1, 0, 1. They have rotations like left and right. And the binary search tree algorithm means find the middle element, compare target element with middle element.
Okay, fine. You can mute.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hema Sai Deepti, 4550. 4550. 4550. Hema Sai
Ma'am.
Deepti. Yeah. You're not seen. Yeah, okay, ma. Tell me. Coming to unit 3, I'm talking about unit 3, right? We have
Okay.
done about 0 by 1 knapsack problem and fractional knapsack problem. Tell me the difference between 0 by 1 and fractional knapsack
Yes.
problem. First of all, knapsack ante enti?
Knapsack. Knapsack means it is a fraction. I don't know what is knapsack, ma'am,
You don't know.
but I
Fine.
know the small definition.
Tell me.
Knapsack is a method to find the solution for optimal solution for the problems.
Okay. Now tell me what is knapsack. Knapsack ante enti?
Means
Sorry, dynamic programming ante enti cheppu. Define it. And what are the principles of dynamic programming?
dynamic problem is a problem solving method which finds the optimal solutions to the problems, and it follows the principle that a solution a problem is breakdown into the sub problems, and then solutions are found and stored in a result, and results are stored.
Okay, fine. You can mute. 4559. 4559. 4559. 4201. Veeralakshmi. 4201. Veeralakshmi. 4215. Shanmuka.
మ్యామ్ షణ్ముఖాస్ అంటే తనది కరెంట్ పోతుందంట మ్యామ్ సో కనెక్ట్ అవ్వట్లేదంట మ్యామ్ మీట్.
Okay. What about you? What is your name?
పృథ్వీ మ్యామ్.
పృథ్వీ. ప్లీజ్ అన్మ్యూట్ చేసుకోమను. తన బదులు చెప్పచ్చు. అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి కెమెరా ఆన్ చేయమా. 4205.
ఎస్ మ్యామ్.
Yeah. Right. Tell me the difference between knapsack problem and 0/1 knapsack problem. రెండు ఉన్నాయి.
knapsack problem and
0/1 knapsack problem.
ma'am I'm comfortable with unit 2 ma'am.
Unit 2. Okay.
Yes ma'am.
Tell me the distress algorithm. నువ్వు అడిగిన యూనిటే అడుగుతున్నాను నేను ఇప్పుడు.
Yeah, yes ma'am.
చెప్పు.
Discrete algorithm finds shortest paths efficiently.
చెప్పాలి.
Ma'am, I'm not getting that question ma'am.
సరే, ఓకే. బిఎఫ్ఎస్ కి డిఎఫ్ఎస్ కి డిఫరెన్స్ చెప్పు. అది కూడా సెకండ్ యూనిటే.
Yes ma'am.
Okay. Fine, Amma. Tell me. Tell me the difference between breadth first search and depth first search.
Breadth first search explores all nodes at current level before moving to next level ma'am.
Okay.
And depth first search means explores as far as possible along each branch. In BFS uses a queue data structure, whereas depth first search uses a stack data structure.
Okay.
Yes ma'am.
Antena?
In BFS starts from source node or root node ma'am, and in DFS starts from source node ma'am.
Okay.
Means root.
Okay. Next.
And BFS is suitable for finding shortest paths. DFS is suitable for searching topological sorting.
అంటే ఏంటి టోపోలాజికల్ అంటే ఏంటి?
Topological means arrangement between objects and space ma'am.
Okay, what are the properties of heap?
Properties ma'am.
Yes.
BFS is complete. It always find a solution in one exists ma'am. Time complexity in worst case.
సరే, సింపుల్ క్వశ్చన్ అడుగుతాను. ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ద ఇన్ డిగ్రీ అండ్ అవుట్ డిగ్రీ ఆఫ్ అ గ్రాఫ్.
In degree and out degree ma'am.
Yeah.
In degree, the number of edges entering a vertex represent the number of incoming connections.
Okay.
And the out degree means the number of edges leaving a vertex represent a number of outgoing connections.
Okay. Fine.
Ma'am?
Okay, ma. You can mute.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. 4509. 4509. Sorry. 4201. Veeralakshmi.
Ma'am,
4201.
Veeralakshmi is also same problem, ma'am. Her connection is getting interrupted, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Okay. I'm checking 1 minute. Four five six four Venkata Sai. Venkata Sai.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Tell me which unit you are comfortable.
First unit, ma'am.
First unit. Okay. Define an algorithm first.
Algorithm is a step-by-step process, ma'am.
Okay,
To solve the problem.
fine. Now, tell me what is the time complex difference between big O, big omega, and theta notation?
Big O and theta notation.
Yeah.
Big O notation is the worst case, used in worst case, ma'am.
Mm.
Theta notation used in average case, ma'am.
Okay, what do you mean by an array?
Can you repeat?
Yeah. Okay, tell me what do you mean by AVL tree?
AVL tree, ma'am.
Hmm. AVL, full form ఏంటి?
Davidson,
Addison.
and Ladders. It is a self-balancing tree, ma'am.
Okay, what is its balancing factor?
Yes. Can you repeat it, ma'am?
What is its balancing factor?
Balancing factor -1, 0, 1, ma'am.
Okay, if it is not balanced, how do you balance it?
By using rotations, ma'am.
What
We
are
have
different
4 rotations, ma'am.
Yeah, okay.
LL rotation, RR rotation, LR rotation,
Uh,
RL rotation.
if it is LR rotation, how do you make it? What are the steps included in LR rotation?
In LR rotation, firstly we use the RR rotation, then it converts into LL rotation.
Okay, fine. Okay, mute ma. I'll go to
Thank
the
you.
next one. Yeah. 4551. 4551. 4551. 4562.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Tell me what is the unit you are comfortable.
First unit, ma'am.
Other first unit, ఇంకొక యూనిట్ చెప్పు.
Second unit, ma'am.
Second unit లో tell me what is the difference between max heap and min heap? కెమెరా ఆన్ చేయాలి కదా.
Access లేదు ma'am నాకు.
సరే, okay. Tell me the difference between okay. Tell me the difference between max heap and min heap.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me the difference between max heap. Okay, ma, you can leave the class now. You can leave the class.
Hello, madam.
మా మేడం డిస్కనెక్ట్ అయ్యేట్టున్నారు. ప్లీజ్ వెయిట్ ఫర్ ఎ వైల్.
మా సెషన్ కంప్లీట్ అయింది. 8 to 9 టుమారో కూడా సెషన్ కంటిన్యూ అవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు వరకు వైవా ఏదైతే సెషన్ కంటిన్యూ అయిందో రిమైనింగ్ ఎవరైతే ఉంటారో వాళ్ళందరికీ వైవా స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది అమ్మా టుమారో. ఓకే
అమ్మ రేపంటమ్మా చెప్తా ఉండమ్మా ఉండమండి. అరే పంట వైవా ఇదే ఏం కావాలి కొంతమందికి